The all rising, the stars rising. 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 I represent for niggas with potential but misguided, but still providing hope. Funds, food to fill your fridge up. Lions, we don't starve, we just get up, get out. Get something for your babies. No complaining, no excuses, if ands and maybes.
Peace, peace. Welcome to Raheem Blake TV. This is the first Let's Talk Shop vlog 001. Hopefully this video don't get flagged because my neighbors next door, they play music like every holiday, like loud as hell. So hopefully this shit don't get flagged. But let's get to it. You know, peace, love, and light to all my subscribers. Everybody that follows me, anybody that took an interest, that takes an interest in my music and my art, appreciate you. I don't take you for granted. But you know, like I said, let's talk shop, episode 1. So what I wanted to talk to y'all about, because this has been something that's been on my mind for the last, I'd say 6 months or so, 6 months to a year. Because it's one of those things, bro. You ever like seen something and you'll notice a trend. You'll kind of notice it, but not really pay attention to it. And then, boom, out of nowhere, overnight, it's just everywhere. It just spread like a virus. We got to talk about this whole partner thing, man. Partner, my partner. Now, I was born in 92. I'm 33. I'll be 34 in February. So, and keep in mind, I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I grew up in, for anybody that knows Boston, well, the Northeast period, we're one of the most like liberal cities in the country. I'm more of like a conservative kind of person. I'm not really into like the whole Democratic, liberal. Well, I don't get into politics like that anyway, Republican or Democrat, but I'm definitely ain't no damn Democrat for sure. But I grew up in a very liberal city. And the whole partner thing, I never understood it because as a shorty growing up, when I heard the word partner, that always described a gay relationship, gay men and women. Because when they use the word partner, that automatically denotes that they're in a gay relationship. Because if you see two men, they say, oh, that's my boyfriend or that's my husband or whatever. It might confuse some people, especially people that's conservative, like, okay, well, who's the wife? Who's this? Who's that? So they just created a partner because once you hear it, you're like, oh, okay, I know, I can identify that. I know what that is. Makes perfect sense. But the last year or so, I've been noticing I'm hearing it more and more and more. And I thought it was just more like an internet thing. That's why when it comes to certain trends, I don't really pay attention to it. Because that's the internet. There's the internet, then there's real life. But now I'm starting to notice that in real life, I'm seeing people use the word partner. And when I talk to women, it's almost like people just think it's just irk me. Like, I don't know why to just like ignore something or just blow past it. I was telling my yo, you gotta stop saying that shit. Like, I'm not a gay man. I'm a straight heterosexual, for the most part, conservative, melanated man. I do not subscribe to that term. So I started doing a little bit more research on it. As a matter of fact, let's do that. Let's do it together. Hold on one second. Let's do this together. Cause I want to be right and exact about this, you know. Cause I always just found that kind of weird. That whole, cause me, I'm always naturally suspicious of everything. So I'm always like, there's some type of like agenda they trying to push. Is this on purpose? Because my whole thing is that you gotta think. There's so many words to describe a relationship. You have that, you can say that's my wife, that's my husband, that's my boyfriend, that's my girlfriend, that's my spouse, that's my mate, that's my soulmate. So many words you can use to describe a relationship, but for some reason I'm hearing partner all over the place. So let's get into it. Why is the term partner used now? So much. Okay. see what it says. The term partner is used more frequently now because it's a gender neutral and inclusive term that acknowledges modern relationship structures from the LGBTQT plus community to heterosexual couples in a long-term unmarried relationship. It's seen as a more egalitarian, I might be saying that wrong, egalitarian in serious term than boyfriend or girlfriend, and some use it to avoid traditional or patriarchal associations from terms like husband or wife. Inclusivity and identity. LBG alphabet relationships. The term partner became widely used in the alphabet community as a way to describe a serious relationship. Before marriage, equality was common. Support. Heterosexual couples may use this term to show solidarity with LGB alphabet soup. Gender identity. It allows for inclusivity of non-binary individuals and avoids assumptions about a person's gender. Okay. Evolving relationship structures. Serious unmarried relationships. Partner is used to signify a level of commitment that feels more serious than boyfriend or girlfriend, especially for couples who have been together for many years but don't choose to marry. Delayed marriage. The term is common for people who delay marriage, which has become more common with changing social norms. I can't even pronounce that. Egalitarianism. Evolving language and values. Partner implies on equal partnership, which is appealing to many couples who want to avoid traditional gender roles associated with husband and wife. Avoiding assumptions. Using partner avoids the need to disclose a partner's gender, which can be useful in professional or social settings. Linguistic gap. It fills a linguistic void for describing serious relationships that fall outside of traditional boyfriend / girlfriend / husband's wife binary. Okay. Now, it's all very confusing. Extremely confusing. But let's focus on a few key points from that. The first thing they said was, that I remember reading, was to get away from traditional norms. So to me, what that's basically saying is that we want to avoid what's always been normal to us. We're gonna start drawing outside the lines now. And let me be very clear. I could care less what somebody does in their own personal life. If you're a gay man, gay woman, whatever, that's none of my business. I really don't give a shit what you do. My thing is that when it's a concerted effort to misdiagnose somebody, not misdiagnose, but misclassify somebody as something that they're not. Because that's something that should be exclusive to gay couples, because that's, I don't want to say it's not the norm, but it goes against what we traditionally know. A husband-wife relationship, boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, spouse, what have you. Because even when you file taxes and you file paperwork for employment, whatever, it'll say single, married, partnership. Sometimes divorce, but usually single, married, partner. That's usually what people write. Because even if, let's just say you're a male and a female and you use the term partner to describe your relationship with other people, okay. But if you file paperwork, you're going to write single, because you'll get reminded very quickly, oh yeah, that's not a partnership, because if I was married, you would put married, but then you wouldn't be able to put partnership, because in the back of your mind, subconsciously, you know that's associated with a gay relationship. So I just find it very interesting because my thing is that this is all leading into another conversation. The thing that I find interesting about all this is that I think that's why that I'm not gonna say that's the sole reason why, but I think that's part of the reason why you have relationships now. We have women saying that men aren't acting like men and women aren't acting like women because you're adopting terms and adopting lifestyles that's foreign to you. Whether it's the terms that we use, the lifestyle, all that. Because you have women, especially because I'm a melanated man, so I only deal with melanated women. You have melanated women using these terms like partnership, but then at the same time, they don't want to get married either. They don't want to get married. A lot of them don't like children. They want to have kids later on. So everything is almost outside the norm. And the thing I also find dangerous about this too, when we're using the word partner, is because, like I said, it's getting out of the social norms and gender specific roles. But to me, what that means is that instead of me calling this person my girlfriend or my boyfriend, a heterosexual relationship, instead of them calling them my boyfriend or my girlfriend, and then working your way to fiance and husband and wife, if we stick to those terms, that's gonna automatically put me in a particular position where it's like, okay, I'm her boyfriend, I'm her fiance, I'm her husband. These are my roles and duties as a husband or a fiance or a boyfriend, and then vice versa as a woman. But it's like, if I stick to the traditional sense of what those words mean, that means I had to do a specific job, I have specific responsibilities, I had to have specific traits. But if you use the word partnership, it's kind of just all inclusive. It's almost like I can pick and choose when I have husband duties. I can pick and choose when I have wifely duties. I can pick and choose when I have boyfriend or girlfriend duties, fiance. I can pick and choose it. So then I can jump in and out of this. Then I'm like, well, we're not really married, so I don't have to do all the marriage stuff because that's my partner. But then when you do want those benefits that comes with that, then it's, oh, that's my boyfriend, that's this, that's that. And we're almost playing like this little weird game where it's like I can just jump in and out of it whenever I want. So it gets very confusing after a while. But me personally, I truly believe that as a heterosexual man or woman, we shouldn't be using these terms. That should be something that should be exclusively for the LBGQT community. It should be strictly for them because that denotes their lifestyle, because their lifestyle isn't traditional. And that's not me being offensive or anything. That's just what it is. Like they live an alternative lifestyle. So if they live an alternative lifestyle, they should have alternative terms in an alternative reality. But and like I said, and then it just leads into other stuff where once you start adopting that, then you start adopting other terms and behaviors that's foreign to I guess what they call the nuclear family, I guess. But even with that, that's almost like outdated now because, like I said, most people aren't trying to get married now. The fastest growing demographic right now is single, childless men. Somebody like me, that's becoming like the number one demographic right now. It's growing highly, but then at the same time, we're seeing more and more women, especially black women, having children and becoming and being single with no husbands. That's high too and steady growing because that's already high already, but it's still steadily growing. Which means that obviously we all know this, that it's a small group of men that's having all these babies and shit. But basically what I'm saying is that everything's flipped now. Back in the days, it was unusual for to be unmarried by a certain age. If you're a man, you're 30 plus. It was unusual to be like 30 plus and not married and not have children. And then as far as like broken homes and blended families and everything we see now, that was foreign back then. But now, let's say I'm 33. Let's say I have a wife and we have 3 children. And all 3 of these children they're ours. We created these 3 children together. And we live together and we're married. That would be foreign. That would be highly unusual to see that now. Like, oh wow, a young couple with three kids that's living together and these children aren't blended. That's crazy. You feel me? That would be unusual. But if I said, oh, I got a kid, I got two kids from two different women, and I'm with another woman, I'm with this third woman, I have a child with her, and then she has a child or two from another relationship, and then we're together. So it's her two kids, and then it's my kid that we had together, so it's three, and then my other two kids from my other previous relationships are coming through. That's normal. Even though that's fucking insane, that's normal now. So, like I said, it basically, this whole partner thing is basically just like a symptom of a bigger problem. And I just want to just put a spotlight on this because we gotta start being more careful about the terms that we use. Because I don't know if you're familiar. I started getting into etymology some years back. I'm not like a professional at it. I just have like a base. I like to have like a basic fundamental understanding of how things work so I can take that and run with it. So, but basically, the etymology is basically like the study of words, like how words take on different meaning as time goes on. Like whatever a word means now meant something different 100 years ago, 20 years ago, 1,000 years ago, because the terms that we use, it has an ancient origin to it. So words take on different meanings as time goes on. And then so we gotta just start being more careful about the terms we're using, because we'll use these terms, which leads to a behavior, which leads to a habit, which leads to a lifestyle, and then wonder why everything's all messed up. When it all just comes down to like where your head is at and the terms that you use and what you identify yourself with, and drawing that line in the sand, you know. But like I said, I just thought it was interesting as all. I just wanted to talk about that because it's something that's just been on my mind for, like I said, damn near a year. I just found it very unusual. That was always just like a gay term, and now I see everybody using that. I don't even see people even use the term boyfriend and girlfriend no more. Like, I don't see people using that. My generation, we definitely ain't getting married, so you definitely rarely ever hear wife. You're definitely not hearing that, because no one wants to get married. And then you're not hearing the term, and then you're not hearing boyfriend or girlfriend either. You're just hearing partnership, which is unusual because we're not business partners. Relationships, that's something completely different. That's like that's an intimate thing. When we start having that conversation, I don't know. But I digress. It just gets weird. But I like to have y'all opinions on this. Comment on it. I need more engagement on this page. Like I said before, I'm gonna start doing these Let's Talk Shop segments. I'm gonna drop them every Friday. It's Thanksgiving today, so I'll probably drop this sometime tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing these every Friday. I want to start having these discussions, like these Let's Talk Shop discussions, and I'm gonna have I'm gonna just what's it called, keep my ear to the streets as far as like just staying on. Like, I'm always online, just constantly just hearing what's going on or what's going on out there. But I'm gonna just start sticking to topics that's relevant, but at the same time I'm passionate about. I'm not gonna just be talking about anything just for the sake of talking about it. Cause I want to find my likes. I want to find people that share these same types of thoughts as me. And when I say thoughts, I mean like you feel exactly the way I feel, but as far as like your interest level in it, we may not have like the same opinions on it, but you're still curious about that specific topic or whatever it is that I'm discussing. You have a genuine interest in it. So we're gonna start doing that, and more music to come. Like I said, the Rising is out, available on RaheemBlake.com. Physical copies, digital copies. It's exclusive only on my website. You can find it, and I got more visuals coming soon. I've been shooting visuals. I'm just stacking more visuals up so I can start putting them out, like a machine. So I constantly got visuals being recorded. I got some beats from PA Dre, piece to PA Dre from Cali, Gully TV, all that. So I got lots of stuff going on, man. It's just that I want to diversify my page. I want to start focusing on, like I said, this vlog series I'm gonna start doing, and I'm gonna start posting more fitness content as well. because I've been back on my gym life, being heavy. Um, I'm just in a good place right now, man. Like the healthiest I've ever been. I feel good. I feel healthy. Um, Life is good, man. And I wanted to share that with y'all and be able to, like I said, speak to my ALIs and speak to people that share the same thoughts and inspiration as I do. But yeah, man, give me, like I said, comment, engage. I want to get y'all opinions on this topic, because it's something I'm passionate about. It's a discussion I think should be had. Like, share, subscribe, and more to come for Raheem Blade TV. Again, appreciate all my subscribers and appreciate anybody that's ever taken an interest in me, good or bad, because it's all good. So, peace, love, and light. Talk to y'all soon. Y'all be safe. Peace.